and it was a Royal Albert Hall in those days. It's it's the most beautiful, incredible venue. It's where the Royal London Philharmonic Orchestra play, and it's WWE have done shows from there. I've wrestled for WCW there. Wrestling used to be a big thing there. By the time I came around in the 80s, they'd stopped running it because the business wasn't as good. This is like the mid 80s. Business wasn't as good. The Queen's husband, the Duke of Edinburgh, has been sat on the front row at the Royal Albert Hall at the wrestling, and it was on there for years. It was ran once a month, and it was people. The first 3 rows of people were sat in tuxedos, and then this was a big, like, wrestling. Right. British wrestling was a big thing, right? Well, the last part of, it was up. I'm not sure. There's a couple of guys, John Lester and Tony Ershaw, they're on Twitter. They'll have the all the stats and that. They're great for that, and they do a wonderful job of keeping the history of everything and then sorting that out. But basically, it had stopped in the early 80s because the rent was so expensive. It's in the middle of London. But there was going to be Sammy Lee, who was Tiger, was going back to Japan to become Tiger Mask. And he was supposed to have a match with Mark Rocco on the Royal Albert Hall show. Unfortunately, I believe there was somebody in his family passed. I believe that's the story. And so it was going to be taped for television.